Today we're going to work on the Carbon Virtual Lab. Let's find it. So there's two ways to find it. You can go into the course materials and go to the content. And then you can go to the Science, Matter, Energy section. And then it shows here, if you click that, that's just going to take you to this this page right here, or the Dropbox folder for it. And since most things have a handout, let's go ahead and let's go into the course that way. And I'm just going to look on the sidebar. It'll probably be here. No, we're not there yet. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so this one doesn't. So what we're going to do is we're just going to read this and kind of figure out what we need to do. Okay, so we need to run the simulation. Now, if you, I don't think these links are correct. So what I'm going to do is I actually am going to go back into my table of contents, and I'm going to go to that Dropbox folder because I've put all the things that you need there. Okay, so we're going to go here. It's going to take us straight to that, basically the Dropbox folder for that assignment. It's going to show you the rubric, so we can click here and you can see, exactly what you need to do to get full points. And there's extra information here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this simulation in a new tab. Okay, and that way I can kind of see the instructions. I'm going to kind of pull it like this. I guess I should have opened it in a new window instead of a tab, but here we go. Okay, so I'm going to have it here so I can see both of them, like what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so part one. It says run the simulation to 2100 with the default settings. Okay, and then it says complete a data table, but you're like, what is it talking about, data table? Okay, so oh darn. Let me see. Let's go to this more because I know it has the links for the data table. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. So it downloaded. So, and this is the same information that was in the other thing that we saw before. I clicked on. I liked how it was set up there, though. There we go. So we're going to run it to 2100 with the default settings, and we'll complete the data table. Basically, we're going to record the total carbon levels in each sink at 2050 and 2100. Okay, so at 2010, our carbon in the atmosphere is 720, or it's actually 391. It's going to be 720, which is 391 ppm. Okay, and then the ocean surface, let's see, that's 1,000. The deep ocean is 38,000. Oil and gas is 500. Coal is 3,500. Soil is 1,800. And terrestrial plants is 700. Okay, so let's run it again. There's 2020, 2030, 2040, 2050. And this is 2060. So here we go. So for 2060, we're at 1031. You can see our ppm went up, right? It went up to like 500 something. Our surface ocean is 1,000. Our deep ocean is still 38,000. Our oil and gas is 66. Coal is 3170. Soil is 1800. And terrestrial plants is 758. So you can see what's going on here, right? The carbon in the atmosphere is increasing. The carbon in oil and gas is decreasing because we're using it. Coal is decreasing because we're using it. Soil is staying about the same, and terrestrial plants is actually going up a little bit. Okay. So now 2110. Okay, so here we go. We've got atmosphere. We've got 2254. That's a lot, right? The surface is 1,000. The ocean is 38,000. Oil and gas is 0. Coal is 700. Soil is 1,800. And terrestrial plants is 899. I actually think, let's go back because I'm looking at this. You see how it says like plus 200? I think we're going to need those. So the way I'm going to write that is I'm just going to go back and write 1,800 plus 200. That way if I don't need it, you know, I'm not like totally screwed. And for the surface ocean, I'm going to do plus 0. And for the deep ocean, I'm going to do plus 0 just in case. Because I feel like we might need that. Because I'm noticing those numbers are changing. Okay, so here we go. We have the surface ocean. It looks like it's adding 107. Deep ocean is adding 250. Oil and gas was subtracting. Coal was subtracting. Soil was adding. And then plants is 758. Okay, I'm just kind of doing it this way. Oh, geez. That way I've got those numbers if we need them. We don't have to go back and get them later. Okay, so the atmosphere is fine. We're going to add 333 to the surface. And we're going to add 1091 to the deep ocean. Oil and gas is 0. Coal is 700. Soil is 1,800 plus 341. And then terrestrial plants is 899. Okay, there we go. So we filled out our first data table. And then we're going to kind of look at this. You guys are going to answer these questions, okay? Terrestrial plants, soil, oil and gas, coal, surface ocean, deep ocean. Yeah, okay. So you're going to use this data that you've collected to then answer these 3 questions. And now we're going to go to 2. Okay, so now we're going to run it again 1 decade at a time. Okay, we're going to record the total amount of carbon in the atmosphere, the number in the sky, the other carbon sinks, and then we're also going to record whatever was in that smokestack. Okay, so since I'm already at 2100, I'm just going to go ahead and put those numbers in for 2100. That way I've already done that one. Atmosphere is 2254. Ocean surface is 1,000. I'm going to do plus 333. Let's see. The deep ocean is going to be 38,000 plus 1091. Oil and gas is 0. Coal is 700. Soil is 1,800 plus 341. And terrestrial plants are 899. Okay, and I'm going to actually I'm going to reset it now. And I'm going to, so in our smokestack, we don't have anything. It's just as like, it's not a 0. It's just like an NA. So, but if you put 0, that would be fine. I'm going to put 720 for the atmosphere, 1,000 for the surface, 38,000, 500 oil and gas, 3,500 coal, soil is 1,800 plus 200, and then terrestrial plants is 700. Okay. Go to the next one. And my smokestack is now 99. I have 753. And then go on and on and on. I'm not going to do all of these for you. And so once you've done that, then you can go ahead and then you can answer these questions. Okay. It has spots for you to answer the questions if you want. It also has spots for notes. You don't have to answer your questions there. Also, if you go to this this s'more with the Carbon Virtual Lab, I've got some questions that that's kids have asked, and I have some extra links, and then again that link to that data table, because it doesn't link to the data table in the course, so you'll want that there. And that's basically how you do that Carbon Virtual Lab. And then once you've got it, you can go here and you can actually, let's see, let's go to assessments, Dropbox. And you can upload it to the Dropbox. It's going to be right here. Oh dear. I don't usually submit things. So, but you would, I'm guessing you guys would click on this and then it would let you add stuff. If you want to like look at the folder, again, it's got all of that information that you just saw. It's got the data, the rubric, so you can look at it and make sure you have everything that the rubric asks for in order to get full points, and then you'll submit it. But first thing, before you submit it, go ahead and do like a save as, and save this with your last name. Okay, so I would call this like Crodel, that's my last name, and I would call it Carbon Lab or Carbon Virtual Lab, and I would save it. Okay, and that way when you're uploading it, it's got your name, so when I open it to see it, I know that that's your assignment and you get credit for your work. And then also it's named correctly on your computer, because I have some students that'll just leave it like untitled or data table or whatever. And when they go to upload their assignment, they upload the wrong assignment to the folder, because they've got like a bunch of assignments called untitled. And then when I go to grade it, it's not even the right assignment. So I definitely recommend going ahead and labeling it with your name and then what the lab is. That way you are uploading the correct file. You know what file you're uploading. But yeah, that's all we do for that.